Hey guys, my name is Yolanda Cool and I'm here to talk to you about Balance today. So Balance is one of my favorite blends. It has quickly become that because I've seen how incredible it works at our house. The very first experience I had of Balance, our grounding blend, was when I used it on my then 4-year-old. His name is Eli, and Eli has a very hard time being still or quiet for any amount of time. We call him Mr. 100%. He's very busy. He's very energetic and hands-on. He loves like physical activity, but getting him to sit and be quiet is just not happening for this kid. So we were having a hard time getting him to sit at school and sit in church. So one Sunday morning before we went to church, I applied Balance to the bottoms of his feet just to help him calm. He was having a hard morning, and I thought, well, this is supposed to work for emotions. Let's try it and see what happens. So I brought him to church, and I remember my mom looking at me in disbelief. She was just like, what's with this kid? Why is he so calm? Why is he sitting? I'm shocked. Normally, on a given Sunday, he would be getting in and out of his chair, walking around, talking and super busy, like throwing things on the floor, crying, having meltdowns. And this Sunday, he was sitting on the pew, watching the pastor speak, and just like slowly kicking his little legs a little bit. That's it. We were shocked. And so I told my mom that it was Balance essential oil that had really completely changed his mood for the day. It just helped him to slow down and to process things a little bit more effectively. So I also started using it on them before they would go to school. I thought, well, this is a very essential tool that we can use for my kids. And so we discovered that it's also very helpful at helping them to focus and have some concentration, and also to process their emotions while they're at school. So we apply it to the bottoms of their feet every day before they go to school, and we find it's helpful at getting them to be able to accomplish the things that they need to accomplish at school, and also handle things that are being thrown their way. You know, sometimes school can be difficult on a kid, whether it's being made fun of or having things that are challenging for them that they don't really want to push through. Balance has been really helpful at allowing them to process their emotions really effectively, simply because their brain now believes that they are more relaxed and have less anxiety. So it's a beautiful tool. I have discovered for myself that it's been extremely helpful for day-to-day anxiousness, stress, overwhelm. When I feel like having 4 little boys at home is just a little too crazy, and I can sense my emotions rising, I can feel like things are out of control, like I can't handle it, I reach for Balance. I usually apply it to my wrists and also to my pulse points. So I'll apply it on my neck, and I find that it's really you don't feel it as you would if you were taking some sort of downer, like a medication for it, but it's this very subtle, reassuring feeling that everything's going to be okay. So I apply it every single day, and I really have found that I'm more patient with my children. I get angry less often. I have less stress, less worry, which for me has led to less headaches, less tension. So that has been really helpful. I have also allowed some of my friends and family, and I've given this oil to them if they're suffering with anxiety, serious anxiety and issues where their heart rate is elevated and they're nervous and they're worried about things, and they get anxious about like the tiniest little things can bother them. We have found that Balance has been extremely effective at helping you to process your emotions. So I use Balance on my kids before school. I use it on myself every single day before I start the day. Just as we're about to head out the door to drop off for school, I apply Balance on myself. We use it like before a road trip. So if you're going somewhere and you need everyone to kind of be calm, whether it's in a plane or in a car, Balance is really effective at keeping everyone mellow. I use it before I do something that scares me. So whether it's I'm not afraid of flying, but you could use it for before a flight. You could use it before you go to the dentist. You could use it before you're speaking in public, like something that frightens you. Balance will help take you down and help calm you. We know scientifically that balance is one of the most effective and beautiful oils in the way that it manages your brain chemistry. So it will actually affect your blood and affect your brain. So it helps your brain to process your emotions in a better, more efficient way, and helps you, like, it will actually trick your brain into feeling like your body is relaxed. So when you encounter a situation that is stressful or would normally get that heart rate up, that adrenaline pumping, balance is going to help keep you down. It's going to help keep you, and while grounding is not a scientific term, it's going to help keep you grounded and feel like you are on stable ground. So I really love it. It also does affect your blood. So we know essential oils, when you apply them topically to your skin, they get into your bloodstream and they are transported by the blood. We know the body is systemic. And so if you take a live blood sample and look at it under a microscope, typically you would see from somebody that their blood is slow and sluggish, not in all people, but oftentimes, and it's a specific condition, where your blood can be not effectively oxygenating and transporting things through the body. Applying balance and waiting just 30 seconds will actually change the way your blood looks under a microscope. So your blood will be, you can see that the cells are rounder, they're glowing, they're moving freely, they're no longer very sluggish. Which is incredible because you need your blood to be able to move freely so it can transport nutrients throughout your body and help your cells to oxygenate. So we know how effective balance is. There is scientific research behind it, but for me, the proof is in the way that it works in my life, that it gives me less stress, that it helps me get through a day, that I need it every single day, and I can sense the difference if I forget it at the end of the day. I'm like, oh, I was a little more on edge today. So I encourage you to try balance, whether you have an actual anxiety or depression or something that you're struggling with, or like me, you just have stress in your life that sometimes you need help working through. Bye guys, I hope you enjoyed trying your balance.